this week's G.I. Joe toy review. Oh, excuse me. Today we're going back to the figures format. As today we're looking at the Ice Viper. And like I said in last week's video with the Cobra Wolf, this is not the Ice Viper officer that I looked at on Christmas Day. This is the Ice Viper that came with the Cobra Wolf. He's just a regular various army builder. The Snow Viper officer is a single soldier. But let's take a look at our shout-outs of the week before we get to the Ice Viper. This is the Ice Viper. This is Back to the Media at 41 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia, where they specialize in video games and Funko Pops and other toys and collectibles, as well as music and records and movies. So go ahead and check them out. I highly recommend their store, as well as Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles, where, like I showed you last week, I got Transformer figures from there also, and you could also get G.I. Joe. I got the Transformers, and I got the Retro line Roadblock and Destro, as well as two Rise of Cobra Neo Vipers from there at the same day. And they're located at 115 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia, which is technically the same block that the Back to Media is on the Walking Mall. And go ahead and check them out. They got, besides Transformers and G.I. Joe, they got wrestling and other stuff. Thundercats, He-Man, She-Ra, you name it, they got it. But and then if you ever get in that comic book frame of mind, go and check out the 4-Color Fantasies on 80 Weems Lane. And you get new titles, back issues, role-playing, collector supplies, and gaming cards. And you can check them out. They are closed on Sundays and Thursdays, as you see their schedule here on the back of this. So go ahead and check them out. And also, if you're needing therapy or counseling or anything of the sort, or marriage counseling or things of the matter, you go check them out check Robert C. Brown at Healing Grace Community Services, Reaching Hearts, Changing Lives, at 133 West Pascowan Street, Suite number 10. So go ahead and check them out, or check him out. He is a good person to talk to, great listener, gives great advice. You know, I've talked to him many times, but he's a close personal friend of mine, so I can't use him as a counselor. But that's beside the point, but I will get his business out. So let's look at our Ice Viper figure. But before we look at him personally, we'll look at his file card first, like we always do. And for those that have a file card, this is the Cobra Wolf Driver, and codename Ice Viper. File name various. Primary military specialties, Arctic operations. Secondary military specialty is transportation. Birthplace, various, because he's a army builder. And the text reads, the Ice Viper troops are a specially trained branch of Cobra Viper. To become an Ice Viper, you have to prove your endurance in marine environments as a Cobra Eel Frogman, then demonstrate mechanical abilities, proficiencies as a Techno Viper. Only then you are trained to survive in the brutal Arctic conditions. Throw in a high-fat diet to help you retain body heat, and you have the perfect Ice Viper trooper. You know, so read this to explain a lot of him, but of course there's many of them, so you have to be vague on stuff. You know, but it doesn't go into full detail of how the Ice Vipers are trained. The vintage file card tells you more of stuff like, you know, he has to go from a Cobra Eel Frogman to a Viper to a Snow Serpent to a Techno Viper to become an Ice Viper. So that way, if your Cobra Wolf breaks down, you know, he could be there to fix it. He don't need nobody else to fix it for him. But let's just take a look at his accessories. First, his 50th anniversary figure stand, codename Ice Viper on the front. Yes, this one's gold, and it's a 50th anniversary gold because this came in the Battle Below Zero 2-pack. He also comes with an assault rifle. He comes with a removable helmet, which also has removable goggles, just like the Ice Viper soldier. And he also has a pair aside. I don't know if it's Psy or Size, but I just go with Psy, because that's pretty cool. And he's got a unique way of wearing it, just like the Ice Viper Trooper or Soldier, which I'll show later. But let's take a look at the Ice Viper. And yes, this piece here is removable if you feel like taking it off. But I usually don't because, he's still pretty cool with it on. But his head does rotate the full 360. And does have some up and down motion. He has an arm that can go to about that high. And it can rotate the full 360. As well as bend at the elbow. A perfect 90-degree bend, I might add. And his arm does rotate the full 360 at the elbow joint. And his arm at the glove does rotate the full 360. He does have the ab crotch face feature. With the black belt and all the way down. The white shoes. And like I said, with the, white pants. But as like I said, with the size, they can fit right there on his legs. Right there on his thighs. Just like the Ice Viper Trooper. Or Ice Viper Soldier. Actually, I'm sorry. This is the Ice Viper Trooper. And his legs does bend about so far. He can lift his leg, perfect 90 degrees. He has a double knee joint at the knee. And his ankle pivots. And he has a very good range of pivoting on his ankle, as well as it does rotate the full 360. And as you can see, he's got his typical white uniform with like a light gray camo pattern on it, and the gold Cobra head symbol. It's pretty sweet. Red balaclava mask. Like his black boots also. So let's take a look at the Ice Viper all geared up. And here he is all geared up. The Ice Viper. And I really like his look, just as well as the Ice Viper officer's look. I like the Ice Viper officer a little bit better because the colors are more bold and stand outish. The camouflage is anyway. But I like the red mask also. But the Cobra officer, Ice Viper officer, has the blue mask. I mean, they're both pretty cool looking. And he makes his first comic book appearance in issue 68 of the Marvel comic run. No cartoon appearances. My thoughts on the Ice Viper is very simple. He's a very awesome figure. Very good to have an Arctic Viper to go along with Snow Serpents. So you got Snow Serpents and Ice Vipers to go up on the same missions. Up on the Cobra Wolf or the Cobra Ice Cutter or whatever vehicles you send them on. Very good to fight in the snow, even though G.I. Joe has more single individual ice soldiers or ice troopers than Cobra does. But they got the army. Cobra's got the army builders, so they could easily outnumber G.I. Joe's snow forces really quick. I will rank him as a top tier figure, just because I think he's just so awesome. And you can see the vintage version of him on Forum BX257's channel, as well as ACC 788's vintage channel, as well as see this version on Sanitarium Productions, as well as others. This was a great view for this week. I'm glad I picked it. I hope y'all enjoying the Arctic Assault months that we got going on. But tune in next week as I do the original Cobra Snow figure, the Snow Serpent. I've had this figure for a very long time, and I've been waiting to do this. But I wanted to get other snow-related items on the G.I. Joe line before I could do them. Before I could look at this guy. But he will be next week. So tune in next week for the Snow Serpent. This has been the Ice Viper. And for Cobra Island, we are signing out. So thank y'all for coming and tuning in. And as for Cobra Island always says, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. See y'all in the next one. Peace.